So my first question to you, Vachumbro, would be, I know when I started the business, I didn't have that much advising. And I know that a lot of people out there like me. And we always hear that, you should start your businesses in Delaware or register in Delaware. Can you throw some light on why businesses as a startup should go there or not go there for any reason?
Okay, so that's a phenomenal question. Yes, you're correct. It's often recommended to register in Delaware. One of the reasons why we would say register in Delaware, Delaware is in many ways the home of corporations. And when something becomes a home or it's one of the dominant industries is incorporating or having businesses headquartered there, now there's a whole industry that is supporting in Delaware, right? So
Mhm.
Delaware, you have a great legal structure. So that means the justices, the courts, really understand intricate business matters. So if you're ever sued and you have to go to a court case in Delaware, you know that the judges will understand business law and business in general. So that's one safety provision, right? You want to be with a judge that actually knows what's going on in business, and
What goes on? Right, right, right. I understand. Okay.
that's one of the major reasons. Other reasons as well are a lot of investors, a lot of outside parties, they trust it because so much business is done there. It's not, hey, let's go to West Virginia or let's go to Louisiana, which is under a very different regulatory system. So it's also known as if you want to do deals with people, if you want investments, etc. Because so much is done through Delaware, it becomes easier for people to want to do business with you if you're investing.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay, so for students that or new entrepreneurs that are out there, it matters what you are saying is what state you register your business. If you want to strategically grow and go somewhere, or in the future want some kind of seed money or investment or something,
Mhm.
then you definitely should look at in a state that is much more, or the judges and the whole law system is much more aware about the ongoing situations
Exactly.
about the law.
Exactly. But in the US, and I really want to preface with this is not legal advice. This is for
Uh-huh.
educational purposes only. In much of the US, you can incorporate there. It's okay. Like I have businesses incorporated Delaware. I have businesses incorporated in New York. So it's okay to incorporate. New York knows what it's doing. Fine with corporate. You still can get investment if you incorporate in New York. It just depends on how what you want to do. If you incorporate with Delaware, you still have to register your business in the state you're doing business. So if you're operating out of New York, but you're registered in Delaware, you still have to register in New York. You also have to have a registered agent in Delaware. The good thing, as I said, Delaware has industry is very mature around this. So they have registered agents, they have companies that will do that and take on your documents for you.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So, since we are saying on this same topic, I was wondering, as a new person who is in the business recently, I know that there is a case going on in Delaware which involves the Tesla person, and they are trying to see if they can move to Texas. And that's where it happens. Even you're moving from Delaware to Texas or somewhere else, what you're saying is the incorporation does happen over there.
Okay, so I'm not familiar with this case, but I actually think I know why they might want to move to Texas. Long story short, the board, I believe, granted Elon Musk some shares because he hit certain metrics. And some of the shareholders went and sued him or sued to say, hey, he shouldn't be granted the shares. This is too much. And the court actually said it's too much. So I
Yeah.
think it's more so because they're upset that the court ruled that way that they want to move it to Texas and not deal with that. They felt that that was going across against some case precedent, which means previous cases and previous rulings, and it wasn't right. So they want to move it to different jurisdiction. They're like,
Okay.
so that's probably
That's
what
how you think it
on
might be. Okay, I also agree with you on that aspect. Of course, we were reading some articles,
there.
but to new entrepreneurs, it's not like, so you have to really pick and choose what exactly you want to do when you are kind of starting your own business so that you can pick the proper way and place of doing, or, get some proper advising if you have
Mhm.
a plan in place before starting it.
Yeah, and depending on how you're structured, it can be pretty simple to switch states. So it's not something that you're locked into. I would say
Mhm.
you want to be cash conscious. Once again, this is not legal advice. I'm tapping into both my legal and my business brain. But when you're starting off, you do want to be cash conscious in terms of if you're registering more than one, that may have additional cost, right?
Mhm.
Plus, you may have to have an agent. So maybe it makes more sense to be registered in your home state. And then when you're getting investors or when you want to make a move and you're figuring you have the money, you can go hire an attorney, or maybe if you know how to do it, you'll do it yourself and you can go change states or switch jurisdictions or do something or do an acquisition or reverse merger, something. right, along that way. So you don't have to be locked in with your first decision. The only thing I'll say to make sure is having your operating agreement really secure, or your bylaws and charter agreement if you are a C Corp.
Uh-huh.
Because depending on how that structure is going to change what you have to do in order to change jurisdictions or change where you're incorporated.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's really good advice.